band.
Listen, listen, listen to the band and the monkeys.
When you go on R&R, what do you want to get out of it? Do you want to go for just a good time, or would you rather mix your pleasure with some of the best shopping in the world, some of the finest culture in the East, and exhibitions of some of the greatest industrial advancements made in the last 20 years? In Japan, all of these things are at your disposal. The greatest buys in electronic equipment can be found in Tokyo, along with some of the finest modern art and architecture. While you're at it, take in a geisha house and exercise your mental prowess. Serious-minded men go to Tokyo.
Creep, creep. Snakes creep. But usually they don't bother you unless you do some creeping yourself. To get bitten by a snake, all you have to do is sneak up on one and try to grab it. Unfortunately, the snake is sometimes faster than the hand. If you do get bitten, kill the snake if possible and bring it with you to the nearest medic or doctor. The dead snake will help him to determine what kind of serum to give you. The best advice, however, is not to get bitten in the first place.
9 out of 10 guys who don't get bitten like to listen to $1 Million Music afternoons at 3:10.
AFVN. Solid gold. Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte.
Is the American Forces Vietnam Network, where the hits just keep on coming.
Song 30 this week on the Stateside Survey is by Diana Ross and her gals. It's Herb Nealon tonight at 8:05 on the Co program. It's 1:32 now.
This time we're really breaking up.
Troy Shondell, that goes back a ways. It's called This Time. It's 1:35 now. This is the Orient Express. Your host, Army Specialist Paul A. Bottoms.
Get up in the morning, slaving for bread, sir, so that every mouth can be fed. Oh, me Israelites, get up in Israelite, I'm wondering, I'm working so hard.
I don't know what the song means either, but it's got a nice melody and everything. Desmond Decker and his Aces, and that's called Israelite. Song 8 on the Stateside Survey.
Chuhoi is not a new helicopter. Chuhoi is not a new automatic weapon. Chuhoi is not a new piece of heavy artillery. But the Chuhoi program can be just as effective as any of that equipment. Chuhoi means open arms, and that means a chance for enemy forces to rally to the government side. To make sure that it's as successful as possible, learn and follow all the rules of the Chuhoi program.
Entertaining. Music-minded. Informative.
Swinging. The American Forces Vietnam Network. 4 little words, but they signify over 6 years of broadcasting service to American servicemen in Vietnam.
Oh, that's always nice to know. 4 little words. A friend, a lover, a wife, a woman. Can't think of any more. This is O.C. Smith and his latest song.
Well, she's a friend, she's a lover, she's a woman, she's a wife. When the load gets heavy on my shoulders, I can't keep the pace and I need a place to hide. I run home to my own little world, take her in my arms and hold her. But I soon forget there's another world outside. Hey, she's a friend, she's a lover, oh, she's a woman and she's a wife. She's the answer prayer every lonely man dreams of. Yes, she's a temptress, she's a lady, she's a mother of my baby. And I thank God I'm a lucky man. Oh, she's a friend, she's a lover, she's a woman, she's a wife. She's the answer prayer every lonely man dreams of. She's a temptress, she's a lady, she's the mother of my baby. And I thank God I'm the lucky man she loves.
O.C. Smith, she's a friend, she's alive, she's a woman. Life. She's a wife. She's a woman, she's a lover. A few other things she is we won't mention. 141.
It's out of sight every night. AFVN is what's happening.
Talking about out of sight, Chicken Man is out of sight this morning. A little more than an hour from now, 2:45 is when he comes on.
Morning, girl.
The Neon Philharmonic with Morning Girl. Song 15 on the stateside survey. Looks like it's going to be around for a while anyway. Presenting a stateside souvenir. This was big in March of 1968. Hugo Montenegro, The Good, The Bad, and John Ray Rowan, The Ugly. Good, the bad, and the ugly. Hugo Montenegro's Orchestra. That's in the movie, by the way. It's 1:46 now, which leaves us less than an hour to go before we get in on the Chicken Man adventure this morning at 2:45. Here's the Friends of Distinction with number 1. There we are, the Kings, Friends of Distinction. They own the number 1 position this week with the number 1 record, Grazing in the Grass. Wow, what a song.
And now, another exciting episode in the continuing adventures of
Mercy,
fast. Oh, look at that temperature gauge.
Oh, no, not again.
Gee, everything looks okay to me. How's the gas?
The gas and oil are all right. What do you think is the matter?
How should I know? Here I am, 13 days before Deros, stuck out in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes I think...
Hey, man, what's the haps?
Not you again? Oh, listen, here we are just driving along, minding our own business, and then all of a sudden the water temperature goes up higher than a flare, the engine coughs a couple of times, and she quits. So what's wrong, Percy Marvelous?
Well, let's take a look. Ah, just as I thought.
Okay, what's the problem?
Well, here, take a look at your air cleaner indicator. When you see the red flag, you know something's wrong. If your engine coughs and the temperature rises, your engine's choking to death. Now, either your air cleaner is clogged or there's something wrong with your line.
Well, it just so happens that I changed the air cleaner not more than a week ago.
Ah, look at this. You've got a hole in your air line. A little tape should hold you. There you go, all set. Wow, gotta run, but don't forget, change that line as soon as you can.
Boy, Percy Marvelous, isn't he groovy?
Huh?
AFVN.
Hey, remember Ronnie that had told us, I thought we'd get one of their old 1966 stateside souvenirs and shoot it your way for a Monday morning. This is Sandy. Very touching. Ronnie, the Daytona stateside souvenir. This is Sandy.
The easiest way to curb piaster spending is by not using them. But the fact is, you have to use piasters. The way to cut down the free spending piaster habit is by following 3 simple rules. First, make your purchases in U.S.-operated facilities. Second, if you must buy locally, buy only necessities. And finally, pay a fair price.
Oh, you got to pay the price. But you knew that. This is the home, the radio home, I might add, of the Dawnbuster every morning, Monday through Saturday, featuring Scott Manning while Pat Sajak is home on leave. Here's Mary.
Don't wake me up too late tomorrow, 'cause
AFVN is what's happening.
This is the American Forces Vietnam Network.
From Saigon, Channel 54 AM, 99.9 FM.
AFVN.
A strong America depends upon your support. Support through your purchase of United States savings bonds. Bonds help Uncle Sam to meet his commitments, and they provide security for your future. Bonds and Freedom Shares are a star-spangled savings plan designed to help both you and your country. See your dispersing office and find out how you can get in on the bond boom.
Time at the automatic tone, 0200.
Good morning, I'm Army Sergeant Nick Palladino with 5 minutes of news, compiled from commercial and military news agencies. The voters of France choose the president to succeed Charles de Gaulle today. Palladino, and that's news, compiled from commercial and military news agencies on June 16th, 1969.
From Saigon,
Ladies and gentlemen, the beat goes on.
What goes up must come down. Spinning wheel, got to go round. Someone's waiting just for you. Spinning wheel,
painted pony, let the spinning wheels fly.
Good morning to you. Welcome back to our second hour of our all-night program, the Orient Express until 4. This is Tom Jones and Love Me Tonight. Tom Jones and Why Don't You Love Me Tonight? It's 2:12 and a good Monday morning to you.
The Bay Ridge. Watch for the warning on the pack.
Sit back, relax, and smoke that cigarette. Every time that you inhale, your throat gets sore, your face grows pale. Watch for the warning on the back. So watch for the warning on the back. Cause when you're dead, no one's gonna bring you back. Can't you see what you're doing? You're killing yourself.
Watch for the warning on the pack. Created and sung by the Bay Ridge for your American Cancer Society.
This has got to be the greatest record the Four Tops ever made. Reach out, I'll be there.
Now if you feel that you can't go on, I can tell the way you hang your head, and you're afraid. Now you're afraid, and through your tears you look around, but there's no peace of mind to be found. I know what you're thinking. You're alone now, no love of your own, but darling, come on, girl, reach out for me, reach out. Just look over your shoulder. I'll be there to give you all the love you need, and I'll be there. You can
I wish you would reach out for me, the first to double gold by the Four Tops.
AFVN. Double gold.
I tell myself, what's done is done.
Hello, my dear God, it must be him.
right, folks, it's hymn time. It must be him. Vicky Carr, stateside souvenir. That was from October 1967, 219 on the Orient Express. Lie to you, I could never. The New Colony 6.
Have you heard me say, baby, I love you? I could never lie to you. I could never lie to you.
I call it I Could Never Lie to You as we turn the hits loose on you for a Monday morning from Radio AFVN. This is Marvin Gaye. It was 7 last week, it's 7 this week. Too busy thinking about my baby.
I ain't got time to think about money. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, the youngest girl in the world could never match her word. No, no, she's some kind of wonderful. People tell you I got heaven right here on earth. I'm just a fella with a one-track mind. And when it comes to thinking about anything but my baby, I just don't have time. Oh, and I ain't got time. Yeah, you know, baby, baby.
Run, Spot, run. See, Spot, run. See, Mary, chase, Spot. Run, Mary.
There are 9 planets in our solar system. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars,
If x squared minus z equals 2, and if x plus y equals z, then the sum of the total of the two
Things seem to
equations-
get more difficult each year back in school, but if you enjoy a challenge and want to start or resume a college career, the National Center for College Admissions will submit your application to over 100 colleges in 38 states. For further details, write to Monitor, NBC Radio City, New York, New York, 10020.
I've been asked to speak to you today about the Pacific Stars and Stripes, a task which I'm most willing to perform. I find the Stars and Stripes to be most pleasurable reading material. It helps you to keep abreast of important world happenings. For those of you interested in sports in the entertainment world, there's ample information concerning those topics, too. Yes, I find the Pacific Stars and Stripes to be of invaluable assistance to servicemen away from home. Now, I say, yes, the gals on the back page aren't bad either.
Most of them aren't too good either, but no, they're groovy-looking broads, I think. Radio is too much, but the Big VN is 3 much to prove it. Tommy James and the Shondells in Sweet Cherry Wine. This is going to be a great song, I can tell by right now, but the title.
From Saigon, this is the American Forces Vietnam Network, where the hits just keep on coming.
And this is one of the hits that just keeps on coming. The Buchanan Brothers, The Medicine Man. Here it comes now. Buchanan Brothers, song 13 on the stateside survey called Medicine Man. They sing about a guy who was a genius, a doctor. He performed over 400 operations, and would you believe it, he never cut himself once.
Venereal disease is not a pleasant subject. Nonetheless, it must be discussed. We both know the cause of VD, and we know there is a cure. At least we hope you know there's a cure. We hope that if you contract VD, you have the knowledge to see a doctor immediately. He won't belittle you for getting it. He'll just help you get rid of it. If you don't seek the cure, your life when you return to the world won't be as pleasant as you had hoped. If you want to try your luck with VD, that's your business. But remember, if you get it, there is a cure. Recognize the symptoms fast and see a doctor. Do it for your sake.
Been down because you didn't finish your education when you had the chance? Cheer up, you've still got possibilities. USAFE offers over 200 subjects on the elementary, high school, and college level. See your education officer for details.
Red hot possibilities you don't even know you've got. Sweet
11 minutes and counting, and Chicken Man is coming. This is who, what's his face? I don't know.
Whether I'm right
Sammy Davis Jr.
or whether I'm wrong. Free, I just gotta be free. Daring to try to do it or die. I gotta be me.
Sammy Davis Jr. and I've gotta be me.
AFVN, it's what's happening.
reminds me of something out of the 50s. They're bringing a lot of old songs out, and this has the old sound to it. Jerry Smith from Instrumentally Minded, AFVN, it's called Truck Stop. Don't you just dig it? Now, here's a former #1 record for 3 weeks. Last week it was #1. This week it's #2. The Beatles and Get Back.
Jojo was a man.